talaga ako ng tropa.
Alam niyo ba katarap doon yung ginagawa mo, ha? Paano kung di ako dumating doon, ha? Akala ko ba tapos ka na doon? Paano kung di ako dumating? Paano kung may nangyari sa'yo? Paano kung namatay ka?
Hoy, Bob!
December 25 po, lagi, of course, unahin niyo po itong action.
As you mentioned the bridge lady.
Hindi po kayo magsisisi nasa
Maraming po salamat sa inyo. Hello, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Ayun po, mag-enjoy na po tayo ngayong tanghali.
Saling nagdedirect ngayon ng Batang Quiapo na pinapanood natin gabi-gabi.
Oo naman.
May hapon sa inyo na.
Ganyan din ako noon, nagkasakit lang ako.
Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa oras ninyo.
Anjo at Aiden!
Wala ko may topak yun. There you have it. Okay, pakipasa po ng mikropono.
Hello po, magandang hapon. Ngayon pa lang po, katulad ng sinabi na lahat, nagpapasalamat na kami sa inyong suporta, sa inyong presensya. And sana po talaga, supportahan niyo po kami this coming December 25. Ang topak po. Maraming salamat.
Ikaw daw ang next action queen. Ano po?
Siyempre po, happy and honored. Siguro ako naman yung isa sa mga babae na bibilang sa pangarap din naman yun. And ang swerte ko na magkaroon ako ng experience na makasama si Direk Richard, magkaroon ng tatak Somes, dahil hindi naman mangyayari itong topak na kung ano man yung ginawa ko dito without Direk also and all the cast. So, masaya po and honored. And sana, bilang po kita Direk, baka naman.
Some entries of MMFF that they were willing to spend lots of money just to make a quality movie because you know the taste of the Filipino moviegoers have changed a lot. So I'm just curious if you're willing to disclose or give us an idea of how much you had to spend to produce this movie. Thank you.
Gusto ko worth it para sa ibabayan nyo. Sobra-sobra. Mahilig yung mga action. I think this is the right time after ilang years na wala tayong action. Ako, itataya ko buhay ko sa topak at sa mga artista ko na ubod ng galing. Lahat sila ng trabaho. Lahat sila umarte ng tama.
So, sure, kasi topak, hindi lang po damay-damay, tabang-tabang po tayo para maging successful yung mga action films natin ng mga susunod. So,
action ginagawa mo nung araw pa?
Simulan mo lang natin muna. Isa na muna.
Ayan na, simula. Penging kape.
Pagkakaiba. Yung pagkakaiba, dito sa mas na to, sinakita ko, hindi ko kasama namin siya. I've been doing action since late 94. Action talaga. Produce movie, action din. Pero I salute Julia. Nakita ko, magaling siya. Professional, maganda, mahusay sa drama. Pero pagdating sa action niya, nakita ko kasi I did a lot of movie action about pida, babae, like Ann Curtis in Baybay. Ito. Ang kagandaan kay Julia, hindi siya natakot na biyakin ang mukha niya. Hindi siya nagpapaganda. Kung makikita niyo yung mga action scene niya, ako na sinasabi sa inyo, bibili kayo.
Pwede pala ako dyan. Kasi
dito, yung pag-deliver niya, yung emotion niya, napakagaling niya. Lalo na sa action, naiiba rin siya. Iba rin na action. Itong action, ito pa. Kumpara sa mga action 90s, level up. Iba ito. Kaya hindi nananayang ang perang ibabayan ng mga. Wala kayo.
at saka ang balita ko, ayaw magpa-double eh. Kasi nung araw, pwede pang medalya, may double.
Hindi makikita nyo. Talagang ang nakikita mo kasi sa action, na nakita ko rin naman dati, lalo na sa mga bida natin. Sila talagang nakita ko. Ako kasi, tinitignan ko kasi ang fight scene, yung body movement ko. Kasi ang fight scene, drama yan. hindi ng pupit, numero yan. Kaya lagay mo rin, parang drama rin yan. I salute you, Julia. So, really good job. Congratulations.
Salamat, Tito Levi.
Personally po, dito po kasi, ang Nathan Studios, both producers po namin and the rest, pinrepare talaga kami prior. If we have an action scenes, tuturuan po talaga kami ng numero para hindi kami magkasakitan. And then, yung co-actors namin, kung sino yung makaka-eksena namin sa fight scene, magkakaroon din kami ng sarili namin rehearsal bago kami mag-take. So personally, wala pong other preparation than teamwork. Yung talaga ang mindset mo dapat pag pupunta ka sa set, teamwork. Kasi para sa akin, ang nakikita ko po sa action, hindi ka po pwedeng gumalaw ng ikaw lang. Kailangan para siyang sayaw. Parang it takes two to tango. Kailangan nagsasagutan kayo para maging maganda yung eksena. Blessed po ako na lahat ng kasama ko dito sobrang gagaling. And yun nga po bilang babae, ang sarap sa pakiramdam na mabigyan ng opportunity ni Direk ng ganon. Pag sinabing action talaga. Kasi syempre, ang frustration namin mga babae minsan na parang, kunyari may eksena ganito, hanggang sampalan lang, hanggang sabunutan lang. Pero deep inside, gusto mo sabihin, pag ito na yung nangyari, sasapakin ko na yung sa galit ko eh. Kasi ang babae rin naman palaban tayong lahat, diba? So parang dito, hindi mo makikita yung gender na ang babae lang siya. Dito mo mapapatunayan na tayong mga Pilipino, pag nagmahal tayo ng pamilya, kaibigan, o kahit ano pa. Sa akin kasi this time, yung family ko, nanay ko, saka yung kapatid ko eh. So yung pinaglalaban ko, family, lalabas na doon yung tapang mo. Wala nang babae, wala nang lalaki. So, yun.
Mainstream. So, we have a beautiful stars here who've proven they're good in drama and comedy, like Kokoy. So, how did you condition yourself, or how did you prepare, aside from the trainings, how did you prepare your emotions physically, to be an action star this time?
Siguro, Kokoy, you can answer the question. Paano ka nag-prepare? Bongga din ang mga action sequences mo rito. Takbo ka ng takbo, ha?
Diba? Hindi ko na nga maalala yun kasi 2 years ago. Hello, paano nga ba ako nag-prepare? Sobrang ano lang talaga. Nandun lang ako sa point po na willing nga talaga magkamali. Kasi naalala ko nung unang saba ko mismo dun sa training namin, first day. Si Direk Richard mismo, together with Direk Sir Erwin. Siya mismo ginagawa niya yung mismo yung mismong stunt. Siya mismo gumugulong siya sa kalsada, sa damuhan. So ako mismo, si Direk mismo ginagawa eh. Ako pa, so talaga nakikinig lang. So mas observe lang talaga ako palagi. Kailangan focus lang. Tapos yun lang talaga. Tapos tamang nood lang din ng mga action para may idea. Ganun. Hindi siya madali actually, pero kinaya naman.
Kayo muna. Miss Mauricio po.
Lahat naman nakasama sa hindi nakasama. Alam mo yung bonding, lagi-lagi ko rin hinihingi yan, peace, love, and harmony. Kasi ito yun. So, lahat okay, magaan, good vibes. So, walang sikat, walang hindi sikat, lahat pantay-pantay.
Miss Anne?
Hindi ko first time makatrabaho sila Arjo and Julia. In fact, I played the role of Arjo's mom in Pure Love, and with Julia naman, walang hanggan as her another lawyer. So, masarap kasi parang kaming pamilya ulit, parang kaming reunion, parang ganon. And dito sa cast na to, lahat kasi cool eh. Walang arte, walang lahat eh. Kaya masaya at masarap katrabaho lahat. Especially ang producer namin at director, syempre. So talagang pamilya kami dito sa Topak. Pamilyang Topak.
Ikaw, Arjo, how does it feel working with all of your cast in this project?
Oh no, like what Direk said, we're very much blessed and privileged to be given this wonderful cast. One scene man yan o hindi, everyone was able to pull through sa movie. So to answer your question, to be given this cast is like a blessing. Like what I always say, we just get on the set and plug and play. That's how it was. It was just a family built up, of course, with a very passionate. Magandang topak sa set ito eh. Very passionate kasi ito eh. Yung sinabi ni Coco, yung rolling, all that stuff, he will do it. So obviously, as actors, we want to dive into it as much as the captain of the ship is doing it, diba? So, yun, just very blessed, thankful, and very excited.
Yung expectations naman natin dito sa box office for ngayong MMFF?
Yeah, sa box office po, I think I answered this question already. We're not thinking about that. We're not after the box office. Who doesn't want naman in the beginning? Diba? Sino ayaw mag-box office? Who doesn't want to do a part 2? Who doesn't want to do another film next year? Who doesn't want to have a reason to come back to MMFF? But definitely, I think nakaikot na po kami. We've presented the Philippines in such a way with a very beautiful story that tackles mental health awareness, and to be given this opportunity to be part of the 50th Metro Manila Film Festival is such an honor. Bilang first time ko din po, actually second time. So yun, I think there's no pressure. We're just all having fun, and we just read this movie is not just a movie. Hindi lang to nitty-gritty stuff. This has a message. This definitely has a message, and that's what we're here for. That's what we want to tell the people. That's what we want people to know. And yun po. So all enjoy, all fun. So hopefully mapanood nyo po.
Follow up lang, Arjo. After this challenging role, what was the first thing you did to unwind, to distress?
Distress? I think parang wala akong time to distress. Parang wala akong time to distress. I think distressing on the set. It was very therapeutic eh. It's such a heavy role. Mahirap po yung role, I have to admit, because as I said, I don't want to represent anything badly. No, we want to send the message, and as simple as that. No, I'm not trying to get famous or whatever from just this. No, but definitely. Sorry, what was the question again?
Yeah, what did you do after filming?
Oh, yun lang po. I think sa set lang po. Like we were talking about it, Jules, di ba? Kausap ko lang po si Jules. I think kanina or the other time we were saying na medyo mahirap siya, iyak, drama, takbo, pero that's what I was saying. Kaibigan namin lahat ng sa set eh. So pag sinabing cut, we're all just laughing. Tapos pagdating na naman sa set, nagpapatayan mo kami. So it's really like parang may pagka-bipolar, but it kept us, no, I mean that seriously, pero it kept us on work. It kept us 100%. It kept us going. That was the flow. That was the momentum, and it kept going. And we finished the beautiful story. And just thank you for this opportunity.
There's a whole lot of subject matter that can really be discussed again for the next sequel or a prequel or whatsoever. But I just would like to share this. What's amazing about how Topak was born, more than the performance, more than the action scenes and all, we need to remember that from the start, Topak is a pure, independent produced film. It is produced independently by Nathan and with its partner. And I think the pride in there is binuo to lahat. And all I can say is, the industry needs a producer like Nathan Studio that can push through and be more visionary sa lahat ng mga succeeding nila na projects. And I think Topak and some of the TV series that has been made years ago, I think that's the stepping stone. But with the sequel, I think it's more of, kasi the promise palagi ng producer, pag kumita tayo, may sequel tayo. I think it's more of having a producer na ganito ka-passionate and thinking na how to make a difference and how to really contribute in the industry, which our industry badly needed. So I think that is something na we need to look forward to, because all of those stories na magagawa kasunod, if it's going to be Topak na sequel or a prequel na Topak or some other action, Nathan is more revitalized and energized because of this experience and environment na nandito kami ngayon sa Metro Manila Film Fest. and with its partner, Fusey, and our company, Straw Dogs, I think yung pinakamasarap na feeling na you produce it wholeheartedly, na kayo-kayo lang, and then seeing it, how it grows. Parang nagtatanim kayo, and then ngayon nakita nyo na yung tinanim nyo. I think that is something na to be cherished talaga for Nathan and for all of us here sa Topa.
Series of action in TV, but for the movie, parang ito yung una. What is your preparation? And my second question is, na-aksidente ka raw sa inyong taping. Can you share with us?
Actually po, preparation po, nung time na yon kasi halos kakabalik ko lang ng work nun direct, diba? So medyo mentally din, preparation, sinet ko yung isip ko na bago itong papasukin ko in movie. And gusto ko nga kasi ma-experience yung sinasabi nilang tatak songs. And nung na-experience ko naman, worth it. Yung sa accident naman po, hindi naman po maiiwasan. Pero ito siguro yung film na hindi ko na-feel na may accident because parang feeling ko parte siya nung ginawa namin. And isa siya sa mga memorable experience for me because yun makikita mo yung passion ng bawat isa. Parang ang feeling ko, why will I cut yung passion ng bawat isa dun sa eksena yun dahil lang natusok ako. So parang feeling ko, mamaya na lang tayo mag-usap, malayo ka naman sa bituka. Parang ganun yung mindset ko. And siguro dahil pag-usapan na rin yung accident, merong isang scene na naman direct yung nabato ako sa table. Yun, medyo may fear lang akong naramdaman doon. Kasi nung na-itcha ako sa table, pag napanood nyo, yung likod ko tumama, mali yung pagkakatama ko. Hindi ko siya na arte ng alalay. Medyo binigay ko ng todo-todo yung katawan ko. Sa bigat kong to, sumama ako sa likod. Medyo lumamig, saka parang nagkaroon ng ground yung buong katawan ko. So medyo natakot lang ako kasi baka mamaya sa sobrang may nangyaring accident talaga na hindi ko na ma-reverse. Pero wala naman. And ang swerte ko naman na lahat naman talaga nakatutok. Siguro yun din yung pinaka-masarap na experience ko dito kasi doon mo nga mararamdaman na kapag na-enjoy mo yung trabaho mo, makakalimutan mo na rin as a person, as an actor, yung safety side kasi nandun ka na sa moment. And siguro pag napanood nyo yung film, lahat kami may mga kanya-kanyang kwento, especially kay Kong Arjo, ang dami na rin experiences ng mga almost accident din. And we're just lucky na lahat naman kami safe and na-enjoy lang namin lahat ng naging journey. Siyempre, kailangan kong magpaturo sa mga batik ka na tawag Hindi, ko yun master ko yun So, siyempre magpapaturo ko. Nasa lagi ko kasi siyang binibiro na manager ko siya. So, papaturo muna ako sa manager ko bago ako sumama. So, blessed lang din po ako na nakakapagtanong din ako sa kanya, siyempre.
Okay, thank you. Nakakabait po ng karakter ko dito. Kung mapapanood nyo po, lalagpasan po sa busilak. I played the role of Akinta. Isa po ako sa mga kasama ni Timmy Eigenman, si Sid Lucero. Isa po ako sa grupo niya na mga kasama namin at makakasalubong namin si Kong Arjo dito at si Miss Julia. And ang hirap magbigay ng karakter kasi baka magkaalaman na tayo. Pero basta busilak ako sa totoong buhay, hindi po sa pelikulang to. Panoorin niyo po. Thank you.
Kay Miss Maureen kasi sabi yung special participation or special
Ang ginampanan ko naman po dito na papel ay nanay ni Julia Montes at ni Cocoy de Santos na basta panoorin niyo. Please. Muntik na akala ko.
I played the role of Mayor Armida Bacal Dominguez. Siguro mas maganda kung panoorin nyo. Kasi nga, pag lahat ng characters namin, sanga-sanga, damay-damay kumbaga. Damay-damay, may kanya-kanyang kung bakit, in short, kung bakit nabuo ang Topak. So, mas maganda na panoorin ninyo para may excitement at tsaka ma-editorial. Dapat.
Magpapakilala kay Arjo dun sa setting na gagalawan nila for the next, for majority of the film. Pero kung anong mangyayari, panoorin nyo na lang.
Akala ko kambal mo si Gerard. Sorry naman.
Mahirap kasi, meron 3 parts eh. Yung pelikula to. Yung part nila Kong Arjo with Enchong, and yung part ni Tito Levy with Mayor, and Sid Lucero, I, myself, Paul Paraiso, Ivan Grapet, at saka si Julia with Kokoy. Tapos yung families. So kapag nagbigay kami ng konting detalye sa inyo ngayon, baka ang hirap na. Baka hindi nyo na panoorin eh.
So dapat panoorin na lang talaga.
So panoorin nyo na lang po. Opo.
Mahirap yun Gusto ko rin mag-action. So kung pwede i-combine action-drama, bakit hindi? Gusto ko lang, masarap lang sa pakiramdam na hindi ko masabi yung word, na napupuri dun sa ginagawa ko sa action kasi na-enjoy ko talaga siya. And ang sarap din po sa pakiramdam na yun nga, ma-lift din natin yung mga babae na kaya din lumaban. And ayun po. So sana, baka naman,
your top 3 female action stars na you look up mo growing up?
Sa babae? Angelina Jolie lang first come na naisip na, kumbaga first tao na naisip ko, and then Scarlett. Medyo maganda yung kung tandem ng tatay at nanay. Tapos, ano pa ba? Pero mas marami po sa males eh. So, yun lang. Mas na-enjoy ko lang nga talaga na list na. Top 1, bias ako si Tom Cruise. So, yeah. Siguro po gaya ng mga past interviews na tinanong sa amin yung about PTSD. As we all know, even us, hindi rin kami well knowledgeable about PTSD. Kasi sometimes, merong details na sinasabi na, oh, ganito ang may PTSD. Ito yung mga triggers. Pero as a person na merong PTSD, ano nga ba yung pinagdadaanan nila? So, hindi kasi siya natin natatakot. So, we're just hoping and praying na start ng film na to, more than the blockbuster, more than the whatever ng kikitain ng movie, mas mag-last. The story na may mga bagay tayo hindi natatakot na sana this time around, maging mas ready na tayong itato yun. Kasi marami, for sure, maraming may pinagdadaan ng ganyan. And hindi lang naman kailangan sumabak ka sa gera para magkaroon ka ng ganong pinagdadaanan. So sana, we're just hoping na starting from now, from this film, Topak, mas maging aware and mas maging kind tayo sa bawat isa because we don't know kung anong pinagdadaanan ng bawat isa. So, yun lang.
That's why we actually said yes to this film. Kasi nag-focusy with it. And this is a great opportunity for us. Sabi nga ni Julia, tama, we don't know the corners of each and every level of PTSD, but rest assured we have studied it through the researchers. We also have a roundtable discussion that you guys could watch online because definitely meron po kaming psychiatrist on board na kahit dun sa roundtable, kami din natututo along the way. Because obviously as actors, we can only do so much. We do our own researches, we do our own things, but definitely to be part of an advocacy, besides the fun of doing a film, would always be great. So, I guess, to answer your question, to sustain this, I think the film itself will sustain and remind people of mental health awareness. Pero for us to be able to continue it, I think amongst ourselves as individual citizens, no, that now we're aware, we could spread it amongst ourselves, not just through movies, but through our everyday lives. So,
I have strong feelings about this as well. Just like in the movie, maraming physical things na nangyayari sa mga tao. Health-wise, you get injured, makikita mo bali ang buto. Pag nabarel, makikita mo may butas yung ano. Ang maganda dito sa film is that it also shows that mental health matters and we cannot see the wounds until we talk about it. So that in itself is the sustainability of it. People actually talking about what is in their head and physicalizing, manifesting kung ano yung sakit na pinagdadaanan nila. Kasi hindi natin nakikita. So, I believe this film brings forward that concept na huwag na nating hintayin umabot doon. Let's talk about it now before things start exploding.
Okay, to add that, kasi the reason why na hindi na di-discuss ang mental illness or PTSD sa Philippines, hindi dahil na we are, what you call this, we are numb to that. At the same time, we have, tayo dito, and of course, kayo dyan, we've lost people close sa atin because of that illness in some other ways, no? Depende. Pero, ang nakikita ko kasi, we were all taught as Pinoy to be resilient. Palagi yan. Bagyo, sakuna, gera, be resilient, laban ng Pinoy. Diba? Every day, yun yung running line. Be resilient, resilient tayo. Na somehow, nakalilimutan natin na a simple manner or a simple lang na gestures like, pwede ba ngayon we listen and sometimes mag-connect din tayo? Maybe mas matutunan natin yun rather than turuan mo lang siyang maging matigas palagi. Pwede ba siya maging alumanay siya at magpahinga muna and mapakinggan niyo siya? And both of you nagko-connect. So I think yun ang mas kailangan natin.
Techniques were used in this film, like the location, cinematography techniques.
Okay, if you look at the trailer, we're very much particular with the visual language of the film because we are not only showcasing the action scenes and the drama, but we need to bring the actors into an immersion where everything must be real and where everything must be visually communicating sa audience. So we adapted most of our highly technical people to work with us, from cinematography to lighting, and of course as a designer myself, I designed the whole film myself also with my team so that we will have, all of us has this idea kung ano yung lugar nila. And by the way, Arjo and the rest of the cast, they and of course Julia, I brought them in this abandoned warehouse before the shooting started, and I had them trained sa alikabok, sa dumi and all, para maramdaman nila when it's about time to bring them sa totoong location, hindi na sila manibago na may daga doon, may mga palaka, may mga alikabok, may lahat. So yun yung pinaka na successful namin na ginawa dahil na-immerse sila lahat doon. So everything naging second nature na nila and wala na silang minaramdaman na kung ano-ano because of that. So yun, it's really introducing the world to everyone and to the audience para mas believable and ma-adapt nyo na maramdaman nyo siya and maamoy nyo. So yun.
Maraming salamat po! Yes, we're going to have our parade.
Gusto ko na manood ng Topang ang pinaka-action pelikula ng Metro Manila Film Festival. Topang po yan, December 25 na.
December 25. Hello po! Congrats po! Invite po, invite!
Topang, December 25 po. Abangan niyo po yan. Napakagandang pelikula. Kakaibang action po ito makikita.